Hello, and welcome, Mrs. Julie with Jewel Design. And it is Friday morning. Welcome to all my new and old subscribers. Hey, I hate to say the word old. You're not old, my loyal subscribers. I'm sitting here working on the basics to our last signature that is going in our tall, skinny notebook, 3-signature notebook. We had the other 2 already sewn in. I did one on a short this week. The other one I just went ahead and did to see how we were doing, and I do have enough room. So I will hopefully do the 3rd one with you guys today. But I did realize I had an extra blue for Wednesday's event, and I forgot that I was putting in these other pages. So here I went and folded 2 big pages down to 4 pages, and I didn't need them. So I have a cute little notebook I will probably use for another project. I definitely have some paper to use, which is fine. Knowing me, I'm going to have probably some tiny little notebook I will put in my stove like I always do. So we will work on that once we get some decorating done with here. If you stick it out with me, I will work through that last signature sew in with you guys. So we're doing that. So today we are working on the holder to this lovely one, right? It fits right in here nice and neat. Nice and smooth. The few extra pages are going to make it nice and firm. I shouldn't say firm, sturdy. Nice and snug. Because, we have a good gusset on that. It's pretty good. And I made sure that I made my spine here the same, shorter than this. So this should fit nicely. And being that it's all paper, it should fold down nicely. Now, when we goofed on this one in the beginning, it was supposed to be pink on the inside, yellow here, and yellow here. And we were talking. And we got excited, and we put the pink on the back. I went, oh man. So what I thought is we could take this page, which is pretty similar to what this was supposed to be. The fun part was that this had her on the top. It had flowers here and more flowers on the bottom, and it was definitely one of the prettier ends, and that's why I wanted it on the back. Sort of a feel of this, and so I'm really bummed. But we're going to sit here and we're going to do a quick little fussy cut here, I think, and we're going to glue it down, and we're going to probably take this square and we're going to glue it up here. And, we're going to sort of collage a little bit on this back, so we still see the pink, but we're going to get a little bit of those, clustered ordeals on the back. So that is our thing today, and we're going to put it all, though, on top of lace. We're not going to make it a belly band, and I did cut that a little long. We are going to about center it, and then we'll trim it off. We'll put this down, we'll put this paper on top of it so we get some dimension. So let's get that down first, actually, so that it's drying while we are working on other bits. Yay! So I hope you're all doing really well. You got through another week. I can't believe this was the last full week of January. It is flying by a lot faster than I can work. I'm glad there is a few more days of January next week, but I still don't think it's going to be enough time. Our goal is to maybe the 1st of February. Get the store up and launched, live. I don't think we're going to get there by the 1st. First is next Thursday, less than a week away. What, 7 days? I don't know. Maybe I could have stuff up, but we wanted a nice one. I don't know if it'll be a soft launch where I know not everything is in, but we let you guys know, or whether we may wait to. What is it, the 7th? Let's see. The 3rd is on that Saturday. So what the next week would be, the 10th maybe? Maybe the Friday or something? I don't know. Maybe Friday the 9th or so we will do a full open launch. So maybe we'll try. Well, maybe we'll try for that. I don't know. Or you're just going to get this, oh my god, it's open, go look at it. I don't know. We'll see. We're getting there. Things are arrived, things are going, we're picking up the things that we want to do. Hopefully these will be done. And of course, the goal is to have these done and in the shop by then. I have 5 other items. I know my mom's got plenty going on, so yeah, we're getting there. I don't know. We've found a lot of fun getting stuff for you guys that you've requested, or we know that you'd like because maybe you couldn't get access to them. So, but it's a start. We have plenty to go off of. We can do so much. So, but yes. The end of January is quickly approaching. It's crazy. I can't believe it. I just, thought I was moving fast enough, and apparently not. Not fast enough. And we'll let that dry before I do any trimming. And we will trim these guys. We'll do a little chat and fussy cut and all that jazz. So yeah, whenever you get papers, you get, any kind of digital or even scrapbook paper. And never assume that what you see is what you need to, use. You can make something else out of it. You can cut things out of it. I never thought in my planner world, I would use the stickers exactly as I saw them. Cat, what are you doing? Oh, I'm so sorry. Hold on one second. I've got craziness. Okay, sorry about that. Disturbance. And now look, a new scrap. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. What was I saying? Oh, I used to use the stickers of our happy planners exactly as is. And I thought, man, I don't want that. I'm not going to use it, not like that. And one day I found a new. So here, I'm going to put it down here, but we're going to have to cut it. And up here, I think I'm going to make it more tag-like. We're going to cut tags. I think that's my Amazon order. Oh, I'm so happy. Okay. I'm going to cut it more tag-like, which, of course, I cannot cut very well. I know better. I shouldn't have done that. Almost. Well, it's better. Sort of like a tag, so it doesn't look like it's just the end of the page, which that irritates me. So, anytime I can make it blend, I definitely appreciate it. And oh, how bad I want to go stop what I'm doing right now and go get my Amazon box. Oh, I can't. I need to get this done. Because you wouldn't see this if I stopped right now. There wouldn't be a video. So as you're seeing this, then it means I was a good girl. I didn't stop and go answer that, because that's exactly what I want to do. Now, these are a combination of not too much pink, so I'm going to go with the antique a little bit to give it dimension. Inking things definitely gives you a shadowy outer and inner glow feel. So things have a little bit more dimension. That's why we do it most of the time. Let alone to help maybe make it feel a little more antique, feel a little older. We always see, papers and pages and things that when they're worn, there's that sort of dusty, dirty, aged feel in. So it all works together. But I think I'm going to put that there. Now didn't I do the right side? That does not feel like the right correct end. What did I do? I thought I did the half. That is not a full. Now maybe because it's a smaller piece. See, it's a smaller. Oh wait, maybe not. Maybe I didn't have it in the right. So again, okay. I did not have it in the right one. So if I want, I can do another layer. We have this layer. We have the pink layer. So if I want to, I could go up and do a third layer, sort of stacking the layers on the edges so you can see the stair-step of each layer that gets put down. And yeah, I didn't have it at the right setting. I was like, wait, that doesn't look right. So we'll glue that down. I mean, yeah, let's see, we have a book page there. I don't know if we need, I like the little bit of book page type of concept here, so I don't want to completely lose that. The rest, so that might get useful somewhere, be used somewhere when I'm decorating on the inside, so we'll wait for that. But yeah, I so want to go check my order. Some of our, that'll be the other thing, I'm realizing it's really hard to balance all this. Those who have a shop and make product and do all of it, I give you kudos. I am struggling trying to figure out how to keep up with all of it. Truthfully, trying to keep up with social media, trying to keep up with all of it, just all of it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know. So I'm sort of cutting out any really obvious potential bits that could be useful. I'm throwing things around, and you know me, I can't cut straight, so I'm like looking at this going, nope, that's not gonna work. There we go. Okay, so yeah, some of my videos will be not so much this. It might be it may be sort of like a happy mail, but not. It may be a haul. There we go. It's gonna be a shop haul, and maybe I'm showing off some of the sneak peek of the things that are to come in the shop. It might be a sneak peek of the things that we bought in bulk so that we can give them to you guys in smaller doses. It could be a lot of things. So sometimes I think that's what's going to happen. We're going to have things that are, oh, there we go. Maybe we can, it does come off the page there. Now I wish I hadn't glued that one down. I wish maybe I'd cornered it and got it underneath. This one I don't mind because we're giving it a different angle and we're tucking it in. I like that idea. I just wish that, because it cuts off here, that it was on the other side. I don't really want to turn it upside down so that I could, tuck it somewhere. I guess I can't really because I did that one thing. So maybe not. Maybe we're just going to do this bottom. We won't go all the way up. I love this over here tucked in this way. We're sort of recreating the collage and in a way that works for me. So maybe we'll just do it. I mean, it was there, but now we're giving it dimension. We're just giving it more actual dimension instead of just leaving it the way it was. I'm wondering to stack it up if we're just sort of what's the word? Deconstructing the collage and recollaging it in a way that works for us, right? Trying to get some more yellow back here since we goofed up. Well, not we. I goofed up. I got excited and got chit-chatting and did not have myself as set up as I thought. It happens. You can only, when you don't do it live and you're not able to do it right away, it's sort of what happens. You just can't, you know, remember, and you forget. And so I think we're going to do it this way. We're going to sort of stack this in a way that allows me to get it back up into the corner, back up to the edge. Okay. Ah, these guys are just bouncing into everything. I don't know if it's me or them. All right, so I thought at least you could watch me, and I realized you're sort of. I'm gonna move up a little bit. There we go. Well, you're a little far away. Watch decorating, aren't I? I hope you're all doing well. I hope the weather's behaving itself. I think we are about to get warm weather. We had some good rain. Wednesday actually rained quite consistently. Came in late Tuesday night when we weren't expecting that. Rained on and off on Tuesday for us. Monday for sure. The weekend wasn't as bad as it was expected to be. We were supposed to have heavy Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and it sort of puttered out Friday and Saturday. It rained, but it didn't do what we thought it was going to do. It wasn't this big old massive ordeal. It did okay Sunday, I think. But then, you know, Monday was, maybe it came and gone, not the days we expected it to. But Wednesday it started Tuesday night, and it actually, we had fog on Tuesday night, and it was raining. So that was a weird combo. It even sounded weird. And then, oh no, hold on. Here I am, talking again, and I'm forgetting that I need to put stuff in there. Shoot. That's what we do. That's why sometimes it's beneficial, even on paper, to do the fabric tack, because you have a little bit of playroom to fix your boo-boos. I was so worried about getting that in there that I wasn't paying attention to what I needed to do. There we go. There we are. Sometimes that's why I will glue my cluster together and then put it all down as one. And I did not do that this time, so we'll bring that up a little bit. But yeah, so we had good mounts, but yeah, finally Tuesday night, so it was rain and, it was weird, it was rain and fog. So we had some, one night, I woke up at one point, and I was like, what is up? That's the weirdest sound. It was weird. And then, so yeah, it was okay, well, whatever. And then it was quiet at first on Wednesday, but then it definitely kicked in, and I was like, all right, cool. We're going to get good wetness all day, so we did good Wednesday. So by Thursday, it was actually sunny, almost warm. And they are predicting that we could actually see almost 75 degrees before the next rainstorm. So it's going to be like this, 75, and then drop 9 degrees in an hour when the sun goes down, and the next storm comes in by next week. So I don't know, but I guess we're getting to that point. So okay, so I did that so that I didn't forget this time. And we'll glue all of it now. Well, it's okay. I have something. That's the only thing. There's a give. So I'm like, whoops. Oh, that's right. I didn't think I wanted that stuck that way. But anyway, it's all good. Kids are doing good. We're working on. Oh yeah, I think that's gonna be inside. Okay. I just realized I said we have a competition in a week, and I thought it was gonna be outside on the football field. But I realized, it's a winter guard. It's not the marching band type of color guard. It's winter guard. So we are in socks or bare feet. So yes, it has to be in the gym. So thank God for that. I'm like, oh wait, oh yeah, okay. I'm like, oh okay. So we're like, oh no, if it's gonna rain next weekend, because yeah, it starts Wednesday and it goes through the weekend. So I was like, no. I'm like, oh duh. She did tell me that. So yes, my youngest is prepping for that competition, which is great. The junior high gets to go do a high school level competition to get a feel for what it takes next year for those who are moving on to the high school. And some of the 7th graders get to join in. So I got this new residual glue thing. I don't know if it's supposed to work after it's wet or like once it's dry. It's supposed to help. I don't know, my packet was a little open, so I don't know if these are supposed to be a wet at any at all. Maybe not. Okay, no, I see what it does. Okay, cool. I hope that's what it's supposed to be doing. As it dries, you can sort of rub at it and get the shiny off. Okay. Or any excess glue. Cool. All right. I never knew what it's going to do to the ink. So, all right, there we go. So we've redone it. Now we need to add some pearls. Not too much because this is the back, so we want it to lay flat, pretty flat, but we don't want no excitement. I could put, what's the word? Glitter, of course. You can always put glitter down. But we don't want that to get rubbed on too much either, so we'll see. I hope you're all doing well. I hope the weather's behaving itself. I really do. Scissors. I was like, what am I waiting for? I feel like I'm taking forever. It is, yeah. Like, we are recording, right? Yes, the timer is going. Okay. Making sure. After last time's debacle of pause, no pause, disappear. Yeah, that was weird that one day. I'm like, what are they? I did take a lot of photos, so hopefully it's not eating up too much of my space. Because I emailed them to myself, so we'll see. Okay, there's that. Everything's inked. It is glued down, but it does need a little TLC. We need a little pretty, little bling, little fun. I see some spots. But yeah, we're 2 or 4. So yeah, we'll get some heat, which is sort of weird. We're not used to that. We haven't really had much. It stayed below 60, or right at 60 for the most part this past week with all the rain. It hasn't been warm. So I guess this week I will not need to do the fireplace. I'm like, yay, I guess. Let's see. I'm feeling like areas of the cards need a little TLC, but I also feel they should be going in opposite directions of each other, so that we are, you know, enhancing. And I'm doing sets of 5. I'm doing odd numbers. I'm wondering. No, probably not. Because there's always excess sticker stuff or sticky stuff, but if you do it, you may take everything off. So no, we'll leave it be. Okay, so we've got that. We have the lace here. I could. Where's my gold? Oh, I put it there. I could do a little, because we're not doing something right away. I could enhance the middle here a little bit. Where there is yellow, we can put some gold. This is definitely my something. This is a more of a puffy paint glitter, and it actually does not have a lot of liquid in it, so it doesn't change things color. I was so stoked when I found stuff at Dollar Tree or Michael's or whatever, their cheap section, and it's so full of water, not really a glue, or not much of a glue, I guess, very water based, that it will pull the color from my printable pages. So we just did a little bit of gold where it was sort of yellow. It definitely enhances that section, that spot. And there was some up here. So we're just going to enhance what little floral yellow spots are on the cards or cutouts to enhance what's there. But yeah, it was a good day though. Today I took my daughter out to the large, abandoned parking lot and got her to drive. We haven't driven in a few weeks, so it was a good day. She was in a good mood, so we ran with it. While the youngest is doing her thing, we try to take that time and put it to good use. And so she got to go in big squares, learning to stay on the right side of the road within the parking lot. Stay between the lines. Do not go into the parking slots, And oh, by the way, turn tight, or take that more 90-degree angle outward so you can stay on your side of the road. And trying to get her to speed up to that 10, 15 miles an hour, which to her feels really fast, which is really funny. Okay, so we have just a nice light, because it is on the back, a little glitter. We have the lace, we have the paper lace, the real lace, clustered collages of goodies. Looks like we put journal cards and tags clustered together, a little rose, flowers, pearls, and some glitter. We have a nice backing. I think it's nicely decorated. That isn't going to get in the way, but you're not bleh on the back either. to hopefully continue on with this sort of feel here. So now, when this back is dry, I think we're going to go enhance this yellow spots here too with more glitter. So I'll make sure I leave that out. And then I'll have to decide, maybe we'll put a row of pearls down here would be really pretty, and glitter on here. So yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do some buttons and pearls and glitter on the front. So yay. Okay, so let's put this aside so we can let it dry, because that's crucial. And we're going to put a few things away here for a second so I do not get anything else in the way. And let's sew in. Yeah, all the same. Our last signature to the book that it goes for. So I went ahead and I think I mentioned on the last one when we were dealing with the pink touch of romance that I had measured out. I had scored my edge of my spine, and I had scored all three. It's there. It's a little, it's wider than it looks, actually. That's actually where the end of the spine is right there. I scored also the 3 lines where the signatures are going to punch through. So on this side, I made my marks. I punched them through my holes. We have 4 holes to do a three rung type feel, because I didn't want just 2 big lines. I wanted a little bit more work on the sewing, since you're going to see it. I wish I had itty bitty beads. That would have been really nice to have, at least in one section. But as last time I did that, they were really big, and that was not cute. So I'm going to have to look into itty bitty beads that I can still get, these through. Because I think that'd be really pretty to have some. Now, so I then went ahead and made a template. So you can see this one's just sewn straight. This one I put down below. So it's sort of every other. I'm not sewing it in the exact same spot. This one's a bow, so if I want to hang some goodies on it, this one's in the middle. And then maybe the one in here will also be in the bottom, so I can also have charms off that, since I know we have a number of things coming our way. This one. So then I made the template, and what I did with the template is, measure it top to bottom, so I know that the bottom of the folder lines up with the bottom of the pages, because they are a little tall, so I have to trim a few off. And I can sit here though and hit all 4 holes pretty well with the awl tool. And dogs are barking. And they match up pretty closely to the holes that we made in here. So I made sure to match them up, punch them, measure it out, make sure they had the same concept. So now with this one being what it is, I am not using the cradle from Crafty Cat. It is pretty small, and I am sort of having to work my way through a couple holes. So I'm just keeping it pretty flat and punching it through and hoping for the best, that I get pretty close to where I want it on the seam. I did do one where I was a little high on my hole. But this way I can close it pretty good and be able to probably, find my needles. Now, I think last time I punched all the holes into a book so I could get nice strong, but this is easy to just sort of go through it at an angle, and I don't quite need. Got it. Okay. The biggest thing is why we use the cradle, so that we know we're getting right in the crevice and we're not going left or right of the crease, and getting us a little, helter-skelter when we are working it. So now, when I do this, I'm going to go right through to that. I feel that now that we've got that part done, we try to use whatever clips that work best for us to keep things in place so that things do not move around. While you put it down, you want everything nice and tight in the fold together. If they're too high up or too low, if they're stacking up or too much, it does get really hard to keep things aligned. Now, I did both. The first time I did all 3. I did a full 3 length to do this, and you see I have quite a bit left over. The second one, I only went about 2.5 of the length of the book, and I don't have as much left over, and I'm feeling a little better about that. But if I want to do a bow again with room to tie charms on the bottom, 3 will probably be a good bet on this one too. So when we say 3, we mean the lengths of the book 3 times. So you're measuring it out as if you're doing like 3 feet for a yard type thing, but this is well, about 11 inches maybe, or 8.5, 9 inches. Oh, it'd be 8.5 inches give or take. So I'm gonna go 3 again, so I have room to roll stuff. To tie in stuff. Hope you're all working on beautiful projects right now. Valentine, well, it could be the last year of winter. Some of us are still working on, I know, occasional Merry Mondays, just to stack our stash, or doing the stack the stash with a Merry Monday twist maybe. Stack our stash for the new year. I know that some, and some are just, if they're doing their stack their stash, they're still working on some winter pieces that maybe they didn't get to. Not so much Christmas, but definitely winter. And if you are like, we're on to fall, we're on to botanical, springy Christmas stuff. So I leave a small tail here, and we're going to leave a small tail on the other end. Now this one, to match this, you go through the bottom out of the 3. The 3rd hole you're going to go through. And I keep it folded, and I'm going to find the 3rd hole here. And pull it through. And leave ourselves enough, because we know we're going to be tying it, so we want to leave maybe enough for that outer tail, give or take. Because it's a little hard to go back and adjust this once you go in. I also do worry because of the fact a couple spots I am figure 8ing it and more than usual. You take a chance of getting it caught, and you don't want to, what's the word, run your thread. So you always want to make sure you try to get to the outside of it. So you do not put one thread through the other in either hole, and it'll let you make some adjustments. So if you do it right, you won't, so I can tighten it and it's not catching. It's when we don't do that we have a problem. Where is this one? Now because of the lace and stuff, oh good. I had to actually go back and go from the front and make sure I got it. So now I've laid everything pretty flat. It goes right through the holes that it needs to go through, which is lovely. So I go up to the middle, through the middle, through the top here. I'm going back to the top, and when I come back through, I'm going to bring it down to tie. It's different than the Gail and others who just do a simple 3-hole, 2 lace ordeal, or 2 sewing idea, what do we call it? It's like a figure 8. When you do the figure 8, you start in the middle, you go to the top, come to the middle, go to the bottom, come back up to the middle. This is a little extra, but really it's the same effect. We just want to make sure that there we go, nice and tight. Now this is where I get a little harder because it is a little different. I want to go through above here, but below here, and try to go to the side of it and not catch the thread. Otherwise, I won't be able to tighten it up, and that's never fun. And everything's pretty flat. Ugh, not quite. You want to try to get in the middle of everything, and sometimes you have to just go page by page and work your way through it and make sure that it comes out the hole that we want it to come out of. Aha, there it is. Okay. I'm like, luckily there's not a lot of pages. It is in sections, so that one I think I went through. See, I went through the hole. I went through the string, and I can see that. So the nice thing is, if you catch it, you sometimes can go. Actually, what I can do is undo this, and I can actually potentially, if I do this right, if you have the patience, you can, if I can catch it, let's see if I can do it, I can get it back out. It's just not fun. Let's see if I can pull it out. There we go. Just enough on this end without completely pulling it out to, sorry, the needle's in my mouth. So bad. Okay, tweezers, there we go. Oh, tweezers are the best. I can see where it moves, so I can pull it out. Aha! And now I can tighten it because I got it through that. And really, I don't even have to redo it, because at this point, I'm going to come down. I'm going to go underneath. You can go either left or right, doesn't really matter. Underneath that loop, tighten everything up, close it so you can look at it. Tighten it well. Make yourself a knot. It helps keep everything in place. It makes it a lot easier to make your bows later. Of course, the only downside if you go too tight and you don't like what you're working with, well, tweezers work nicely. So in this case, when I was done, I really didn't leave myself. 3 didn't seem like enough. I can tighten all this. I can make it a smaller bow, but I still don't really have enough to go, below the line. So I may have gone over 3 now that I think about it. Maybe I went above 3. So I'm just going to make a nice bow so it stays a little flatter. And look at that. So I can take off my paper clips, which were sort of keeping everything aligned so that they were not Come on. There we go. Moving around. I do prefer that most of the time that all my pages on the bottom line up. So if you stood it up, everything, at least if it's going to stick out, it's going to stick out across the top. But even with this one, I am, and this one's only loose because I need to glue it down. I am going to actually trim these off. I trimmed all the other ones off ahead of time, but I wanted to see where it stood. You can sort of see both ways how you can trim up what you're doing. If I wanted those to stand out and I really didn't care, I could leave them where they are, put lace across the top on a number of pages, and actually have stuff sticking out here and here. No one says everything has to be perfect, but in this case, because it is sitting in a sleeve, I can only go to the edge of the paper. I can't have any of these go beyond it, so I can do a little bit of lace on some of these pages. But the nice thing is this is going to open up and it's going to let you write for the most part. I'd hold it, maybe put something underneath it, but hold it and write on it. Open it. You have writing pages, right? And on the back, we're gonna close this up and make a pocket out of it. Now, these don't have to be. This case, because this one I could open up here. This one was different because I wanted the girls on a different side. I didn't want to put the girls in the middle of my paper and not see them. So in this case, I put her in this one should end up in the back, so I can open up this and write on it, all the writing space, and I can open this one. This one I may tuck in. Maybe we'll make a tuck out of this one to put journal in. This one we'll let open, so there's a lot of writing space in this one. But then this one opens up to write on. We have pages, and this one's definitely going to be another tuck. Again, the girls on this one I really was struggling with. So I didn't want to put them in, I didn't want to flip it around and put them in the middle where this was in the middle of it and you couldn't see the girls. So I have two here with a little bit of a dress. We have a girl here. And then when you get to the back, you see some of her and you see some of her. So we're going to restack it to where we can put, and I may even glue it down here and just make the tuck up here. We'll make a small thing that just fits up here so we don't really block the girl. And you know, this everything fits inside nicely. The first two are a little thicker than I expected. The last one's not as thick, but if I just sit here nicely, we have plenty of, room, and our spine is definitely nice and full. You can see that it will pop open because there's all these pages that haven't been, squished down yet, but we have a nice soft movable notebook. I think it's great. High society, tea time, walk out to sort of Jane Austen, Victorian garden stroll feel where you go out for the day, you have your little book and you can write your notes for when the next next time to have tea with your favorite friends, or the next high society, I guess event. Yeah, that's what it feels like. So we're going to do that. Now, I didn't cut it all the way. Now these, if I cut this right, shoot, I'm actually using strips later, I think. We're going to make maybe that one little card that we're going to put in that last one. I have strips from all these cuts. And I'm probably going to make another weaved journal card. I got pink, I've got blue, I've got a couple different, all the page colors, most of them. So we'll probably make another weaved journal card to go in maybe this last one here. We'll make it just the right size and we'll put a weaved card in that one. So how are we doing? 33 minutes. This didn't take that long. The back didn't take that long. We're keeping it simple and easy. But what am I doing? I'm going to glue. So let's do a little inking and gluing. Which is it? I don't think I don't have a blue. I have green and I have pink, but I don't have a blue. He must have like a egg nest or forget-me-not blue in his stash. 10 to 1, he has one. Tim Holtz is, sorry. I should say who has it. I'm like, who are we talking about, right? And the other reason I am inking this, which I haven't really inked any of the other pages, right? I'm not really doing much to anything else. But we did ink that, so I guess we'll have to ink some of these. Is that, I don't know. Tim Holtz, yes. Tim Holtz inking. I'm inking it, of course, to give it dimension so it doesn't seem so flat even for a tuck or a flap. Like, no need to have it like blah. There we go. Yeah, we need to do that. I love printables, but sometimes it's like, clean white edges sometimes just doesn't work for me. I'm like, nope, even me. I'm like, because sometimes we have to cut that stuff off, or that's something I hate cutting the eco dye, because it's like, oh, the edges are so pretty and I have to, yeah. So I'm really happy with the blue that I got from Cover to Cover that you saw in the last one. And so she has a sort of like an oops pile section that she does. I'm so excited. So this one, now the pink ones I did touch up. The pink ones, and even, see, I already did those. So I just didn't do, I did ink them. Okay, I just didn't ink the blue one. I was so waiting for the papers to come in that I didn't finish the signature. Okay, so yeah, all right, good. I'm glad I caught that. I'm like, wait a minute. But yeah, she did a great job, and I love the cabbage. It's a blue cabbage, and I love it. So I think we're just gonna lightly touch this one up just a little bit more. And I don't know whether to make a notch. No, we won't do a notch in this because we want it to flip open. But we'll put a notch in this one because it is a pocket, and we'll put the notch down here, I think. And this one we may put the card down here, more pocketed down here, and maybe not all go to the top. Maybe we'll glue down parts of this and just make a pocket down here. Nice thing is I can go in and glue in whatever I want when I want. But before I, put this in, let's get this in place. Knowing for the majority, this is where I'm going to want to put my journal card. Journal card or tag is going to want to go down here. So then we'll glue this down to match whatever I put in it, so that it doesn't move around too much. But it'll definitely be a narrow, skinny tag. All right, so we've got that one there. So let's glue top and bottom for sure, and then we'll adjust the rest as we go. But hopefully you're working on favorite things, that you're working on your newest project and you're happy, or you're finishing a project. I know it's not just making the stashes of things, but it's actually finishing projects this year. Is probably another goal set for some people this year. It's just getting projects done. Starting them and finishing them. I know that can be hard sometimes. We get excited and we get moving on to the next thing, and we forget we have other ones waiting. Now, because this one is folded, I can ink this one. I won't ink much of the others because they are the ones that are opening. I'm not going to fold. I'm not going to ink here, and I'm not going to ink here because it's it's opening up the rest of the page. So I don't want to ink that and disturb the continuous feel of the page. We're just sort of folding it in like we do with flip-flop journals to give that, tipped and or extended page feel. So if we ink it, then it gets in the way, and over time, when you get the book and you're like, you want that worn feel, ink it where you want it. Fold it backwards and slightly ink it in places, and then write over it as if it's been opened and read 50 million times. Go for it. That is always a fun thing to do. All right, so then these all stay put. Pink ones, we're not going to glue any of those down. We're going to leave them all open to write on. And this one to write on, but the back one, I did already ink it, and I distressed this outer edge so that this had a little bit more dimension when I glued it down. So it didn't look like I was just gluing it right along the edge. But let's make sure it fits well enough that I don't feel it sticking out. Good, okay. And this one for sure, we're going to make it up here. So I'm going to glue all this down, I think, because I don't think I want to put anything in there. But we'll do this first. I think we want to keep the pocket up higher. So I am limiting it a little bit. Trying to go straight line, haha. Yeah. Glitter glue only has so much, we'll only forgive for so long. We definitely want to make sure we press everything down and get it where we think we want it as quickly as possible, because if it's not where it is or whatever, you really can't pick up and move it much more. It looks better than it is. Maybe a tiny trim up here. This is not too messy of a journal. I'm definitely keeping this a little cleaner cut. I mean, there's some, things like that, but I'm not. This is a fit inside nice little notebook, more than a full-blown journal, though they do have quite a bit of pages, but they're skinny. So skinny journal is great, but sometimes maybe hard to write in, so sometimes as a notebook it's a little better. So then you can jot down lists and dates and contact names and numbers. Like, it's room for someone's name and address in here, and notes. It's notes. It's tea times. It's, you know, whatever you need it to be. So, thing I didn't notice is this one. See, this one I did that. So I'm wondering, what did I do? That one's there. I'm looking to see. Yeah, I did do this here. So what I need to do, I gotta try to get that into my distressed, or yeah, there's a few things I forgot to do. A few things I forgot to do. But find the flattest area, flip it in. We're gonna do that, and then we'll re-ink it so that, plus it's a little shorter. It will help it open and close in the book a little easier and not get caught up. And it gives a little dimension so you can see, you know, we'll be able to see that blue behind it a little better. So, a little ink. So each section has a distressed edge that helps indicate there's a flip out. There we go. I love there being pattern and rhythm. All right. Now I don't know, being the fact that this does slide in and out, I might need to put like a tag, like a, not a belong to tag, but I probably need to get a this book belongs to. I'd like to say this journal belongs to, but I haven't found one of those stamps yet to where I could even make, I guess I'm going to have to make my own. I'm going to have to do some visuals and probably make my own sticker page set where you guys can print your own, this book belongs to, or this journal belongs to, because we do journals, not, you know, it's not a book like a library book. Sorry guys. So maybe I need to create this journal belongs to. So there we go. We have three nice, lovely sewn in signatures. Pretty well spaced. I'm a little, you know, little low, little high, but it worked really well. I'm really impressed that I got it. I was able to link that out and make it something worthwhile. It's definitely a soft journal, but it's reinforced with, you know, both lace and washi. They're all sewn in the 4 spots, so it doesn't put too much strain or stress on just 1 or 2 holes. There's plenty of work. Like we have, let's see, we have 1 page, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, maybe 20, 18, that would be 20. We got, let's see, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32. Could, mostly 33 maybe. There's your 34. There's 35. 36. 38. 40. 42. 44. 46. 48. 50. 52. 52 pages that you can write on. And anything you want to write on them. Notes and dates and appointments and to-do lists, shopping lists, goals. I mean, all kinds of cute little things that us women do in any given day. And we could totally write it down. And places then to tuck into later. So we'll make the next one with keeping in mind that we just want to put a journal card from here to here, and then I'll glue it down and, you know, we'll make it fit. So what I should have done, and I forgot to do, I always do this. We'll do the little one this time. Oh, give me 1 sec. I have to go to the other end of my workspace. Yes, the workspace is now, you know, expanded. And now I can say half my garage. Yeah, half of my full garage here is now being used for the business. Yay! And it's only gonna get, like, and it's a loose half a page. It's like, it's not a perfect. Okay. It's sort of loose. I mean, we have a space that I've cleaned up as good as I can so far, and will continue to clean it up as I find things in my stash that are been stowed away that I can pull out to the middle. It's going to make up, you know, I'm going to get room wider on the sides, and I'm going to fill up the middle doing it. So we are working our way at trying to, you know, make this work. And luckily I have windows in my garage, so I'm not completely in the dark all the time. Okay, so journal card will go up here. We're going to put a journal card or mini tag down here. I don't really have anything else. I just thought we have a little writing space, or I can leave it empty for you guys to do so. But if I do that, then I wouldn't glue anything down. I'll leave you guys the option to stick whatever you wanted in here. Same for here, that I wouldn't limit you for that. At any point you get this, you can, of course, glue this down and make another tuck. You can open this up and make pockets in here. Like, there's nothing stating you'll have to stop right here and leave it. So, I don't think, I found pages, but I don't think I have any more pre-printed. I mean, I have a file folder, and I have a few things that I have clipped in here, but not technically small enough to put in here. So, okay, we're at 44 minutes. It's perfect. You've seen me do the last one. The potential of spaces for a tag and a journal card. Mostly this is a notebook journal that you can write in for any and all, for, you know, large journaling moments to cute little things, right? And this is decorated, so all we have to do is do a little decorating to the front, and I will probably do that on as a short. I will lay it out, and you guys can see me glue and glitter, but you can line it up at the bottom. You can put it smack in the middle. See? Here we go. There it is. There's this journal sleeve holder for our 3 signature, I say like 50-something page notebook. And isn't it lovely for any of our high society busy little ladies out there who want to keep track of what's going on? Ta-da! I'm so happy with it. Oh, I love it. All right, thank you all very much for spending your Friday with me, whether it's late night, early morning, into the weekend, whatever it is. I love you all. Thank you so very much. It's totally appreciated for your likes, your comments, your hitting the notification bell so that you are aware of what's going on when. It makes all the difference when you lose track and you get busy. You can look and go, oh, she has something new, or oh, she had something new, or whatever. But if you don't hit the notifications, you don't hit all the buttons, I just don't show up in your feed, and you won't realize it until you're like, oh, I have time, and you're bored, and you start scrolling, and then you go, oh, well, she had something up, and I missed it. So notifications really help. Subscribing really helps with so many things, and we do appreciate when you help out with that, so we can continue to make our videos as prominent as possible for all of you. So, love you all very much. I will do possibly one last flip through. Maybe when I go to put these all in the shop, I will do a quick, that's what I need to do, and I didn't think about that. I will do a flip through of all the things handmade that are now up in the shop, and give you guys a sneak peek of the new releases when they happen. So, wait for that. It'll be a week or so, but you'll see everything finished and finessed, and we will go from there. So we'll see you all on Monday, worst case. I don't think anything this weekend, but keep your eyes out for shorts. Again, be notified. You'll know if I have a short film come up. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, all that jazz. Those links are down below in the upside down triangle, or the show more wording under the description here. You click on that, and all of our links and the things that we are doing are sitting in that link tree, along with my Etsy shop at the time. For any digitals that you see here that you like, they are still up in my Etsy shop for your purchasing needs. So love you all very much. I will talk to you all very soon. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.